Yo, what is good, everybody? What is good, yo? So it looks like we might be truly out of the whole real world experience finally in Sword Art. Uh, I think Asuna has pretty much answered all the questions that we had. Why is certain things happening? And where's Kimito? Why is he where he's at? And if he is where he's at, is it even helpful? So to find out that pretty much everything that's been going on from this point on, is literally, either actually going to, somehow physically almost harm Kimito because of the simulation that he's, or the soul emulator that it's putting him through. Because at this point, it's copying it and then pretty much making his whole entire reality half based on this world and the other reality from the real world put together, which in retrospect sounds like it wouldn't be pleasant for someone to experience because not only do you it's like him when he was an orphan or when he was an infant, the way that this whole project was working, they want them to be that young, so they pretty much make the DNA as close to to the letter as possible. They want to make the whole entire experience of whatever they grew up having to feel so natural that not only do you feel like you aren't just someone going through whatever they put you through, but you're also someone who is pretty much being shown a brighter light in the sense of you now have two worlds that you can really resource to. And not only did this world that Kimito was put in pretty much help him recover from the injury that he has taken in the real world, it's also something that he probably wanted to do and at the same time never wanted to do. So just to hear the situation that he's in, it's ridiculous to think that all of this somehow could have been avoided. Um, all of this is, you know, going off the rails for just the sense of certain people are going to be killed because they were just experimenting and they want to learn how to make NPCs pretty much and norm people in video games or just people that you can create be able to have free will from what I was pretty much getting from all of this. If you make some NPC and you tell it that it could do whatever it wants, but then they come to find out that they have some taboo, uh, you know, text that if it says if they commit these certain atrocities, they pretty much, it's automatically known. Like it's in their DNA all of a sudden that they have done these certain things, and because of that, you are donezo. Like they're going to find you, they're going to break you. And once you're found, that's it. So to see all this happening, it kind of puts into perspective. Kimito definitely is someone who's been through like a lot. But to think that he is, going to be battling something that maybe if he experiences so much pain could actually make him think that he is like actually dying, or it actually shows in the world that he is in he died, that it might just become that way. He might actually feel uh such a shock that he dies. Like we really don't know with the soul emulator how far its power goes when it comes down to that aspect of, can it emulate death to such a degree that it would literally take the host that is emulating their soul, would it take their life because of the experience that they're having, which is something I'm asking, and Asuna somehow didn't. So yeah, who do you think cares more about Kimito now? No, no, no. um, but yeah, I truly didn't expect them to go this route so quickly, and not only quickly, but the guy, when I was in my last review, I was saying that I kind of didn't expect this guy to be the one to do such a thing, to go out of his way and attack, and like all of a sudden, because he showed up, and he was pretty much the reason why a lot of these bad people were being taken care of, and it was pretty much all a front so he can put up this plan that he's had in motion for however long, and it just kind of underwhelms his character now. Like he could be a good guy still, I mean, almost, but to want NPCs to be murdering and stuff like that, and to think that uh, it kind of makes it look bad on Kimito's part, like almost like he was a part of it, like, or that he wanted it to happen. When also he asked Asuna if she would come with him in that world. It just goes to show you how much he didn't really know, because he would never ask Asuna to come into that world, unless that's supposedly their way of saying, oh, his character is growing, and he trusts Asuna so much that she believes that she could live just as well as. No, I would not want her in that situation if I knew as much as she knows right now, which I do not believe Kimito knows, just by according to his brain after visiting all of them for living in there, which we also learned the time period, which I kind of figured. I'm just happy that Sword Art's smart enough to acknowledge that that is a thing. That the time period is clearly, going much faster in that world than it is in the real world, and I thought it was very intelligent to at least briefly touch up upon that, so they definitely did that, and I'm happy with that. Other than that, this episode really just continued to go into the notion of uh, we have a way to fix Kimito, but we also don't have a way to do what we actually want to do, which is, making copies of souls, or remaking them in general, or whatever he really wants to do in the grand scheme of things. But at least at the end of the day, somehow this is helping Kimito, so they say, so I don't see this guy needing to lie necessarily, because A, Kimito did get attacked, but B, what if he was attacked because this guy hired him to be attacked by him? So you gotta have that high IQ. Oh, I need Kimito, and if he actually knew about what I was doing, and if he kept his memory about any of it, he might not act the same way as he normally did in this world. And come to find out, Kimito is one of the biggest influences on the game right now already, just from him being a child and growing up with two other children. He's already influenced the game exactly the way that they wanted it to, aka Project Alice. And I'm pretty sure Alice is the girl that he met with the first guy. So it's seemingly um, becoming something that isn't supposed to be, in my opinion. Like, it feels like a whole lot is hiding, and if they are hiding it from someone like Kimito, Kimito, nah, bro, like that's not the one. He's not the one. And it just kept verifying that it could easily be because of that. And not only is that going to help in the situation for this company to have someone like Kimito in there and actually, spouting whatever he sees as right, or however he sees sword fighting and stuff to be, because out of everyone in the world, Kimito is definitely one of the more easier characters or people in their world, an example of to be like, huh, who spent the most time in virtual reality? Oh, Kimito. You know what I mean? Like it's obvious at this point that he would be the most prepared to spend such a long time in a world, and maybe not as much as the actual NPCs that have been living there, but he wouldn't be so freaked out by how fast the time is moving, simply because either A, he's going to be occupied with whatever mission he has, trying to save whoever he's trying to save. And the other thing is, if he isn't saving people, um, he's he's with somebody that wants to save somebody. So, and that's just Kimito's role in general. He loves to save people that seemingly are being taken advantage of. So it's not going to be the first time he's jumped in the way of a whole bunch of people and taken the bullet. So can't wait to see that aspect of Kimito's character in this new world. We pretty much know that the whole ability of using the sacred art or the S system pretty much in there is made for these special people, and I think these special people are the ones that are going to have the most influence on when it comes down to changing their emotions or monitoring their emotions in general. So it already looks like Kimito has been sucked up into something he probably doesn't want to be sucked up into, which is the sad part of it all. But at the same time, it is our boy Kimito, so regardless, he will body him. But if we find out that this man is responsible for the attack, or at least that he gave Kimito's address out, or his whatever he was doing with Asuna out, man, bro, I don't know how I'll feel about this character being able to live much longer. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys slap a like. I know I don't really have to ask you guys because you're so nice and kind with it. So thank you for the support uh, previously. But now, if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. I drop as much content as possible. You can probably see that by looking at my channel alone. I just enjoy talking about anime, and there's other things I can enjoy to talk about, but they're usually not on the channel. And if you want to get a hold of me to talk about random stuff, Twitter, or just get my attention in the comments, I read all comments, so I'll probably reply. So, with that being said, everybody, I hope you have a great day, night, morning, whatever the case is for you. I hope it's amazing, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. So, with that, peace.